Assalamualaikum and greetings everyone. My name is Intan Najah binti Hadi Ali Tajuddin with the matrix number AE190115. I'm a member from Group 9 of BEJ 20403 Section 4. I'm here to start the presentation of our group project, which is about induction motor. So, the first thing that we need to know when we want to construct a project is actually for us to know the objective that we want to obtain. The objective of our group project is for us to obtain the torque speed and the power speed characteristic of induction in order for us to predict its behavior during the operation. We will now move to the introduction of the project. So in the introduction of the project, we want to know actually what is the induction motor. Induction motor is also known as asynchronous motor. Is an AC electric motor in which electrical current in the rotor needed to produce the torque is obtained through the electromagnetic inductions from the magnetic field of the starter winding. It is also known as asynchronous motor because the speed needed for us to operate is less than synchronous speed. Furthermore, in order for us to complete the project, we have used Microsoft Excel for us to plot the torque speed and the power speed. I'll now pass this presentation to the next member to continue it. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hanifah Hada binti Asmullah. So I'll present for methodology. In methodology, we have used few methods to get the results that we want. First, we use the manual calculation, and second, we use software which is Microsoft Excel to tabulate the data and get the graph that we want. As you can see, this is the flowchart that we use from the start of our project till the end. We start the project. We select the parameters for induction motor. For the parameters, we select within the range that had been given by our lecturers. So the parameters that we had assigned are rated voltage, number of poles, rated horsepower, impedance, mechanical loss, core loss, and miscellaneous loss. After that, we developed the basic induction motor model. Then we developed system to calculate output, and we need to see either it's able to change to any input. If yes, we can continue to do the torque speed characteristic graph and the power speed characteristic graph. If not, we need to do the procedure again. From the torque speed characteristic graph that we have plotted, we can find pull-out torque. And from the power speed characteristic graph, we need to tabulate the converter power data by using the power converter formula. So after that, lastly we need to find the motor efficiency. After we get the motor efficiency, that's all that we need from the results. So that's all from me, and I will pass to my next member. Thank you.
Next, I know Ifan Najih will explain the results of our project 1. So in this project, we have to create a 50 Hz Y-connected 1 rotor 3-phase induction motor with the parameters and losses values that we already choose at the table shown below. We choose 420 volt rated voltage, 6 pole, and 20 HP. Then for the impedance, we choose 0.3 ohm for R1, 1 ohm for X1, 0.4 ohm for R2, 1.3 ohm for X2, and 30 ohm for XM. For the torque speed characteristic, the calculation required to using the Thevenin equivalent concept. So we use the VTH and ZTH formula. We also use other formulas such as induced torque and synchronous speed formula. The table below shows the formula that we use to calculate our values needed in order to plot the torque speed curve. So as you can see, firstly, we have to insert table for our parameters that we already chose and also the losses values. So firstly, this is the table of our parameters and losses value, and then we create a table to calculate the values needed to plot our torque speed characteristic graph. We assume that S is equal to 0.01, and then we get the VTH value is 234.65 volt. XTH is equal to X1, which is 1 ohm, RTH is 0.2810 ohm, ZTH is 0.2809 plus 0.9704 I ohm. Synchronous speed is 1000 RPM. Omega synchronous is 104.72 RPM. The maximum speed is 990 Nm and the top maximum is 303.58 RPM. Then to plot the torque speed characteristic graph, we have to create the table with slip values from 0 to 1, mechanical speed and induced torque. So figure 3.2 showing the values of mechanical speed and induced torque from Microsoft Excel software. From the table, we create the graph of torque speed characteristics. So based on the torque speed characteristic graph that we obtained above, the value of starting torque is 109.66 Nm at the beginning where the motor speed is 0 rpm. Then it continuously increased until it reached the maximum pull-out torque, which is 0.355 Nm at 830 rpm and drop gradually and reach the full load torque. Next, for the power speed characteristic, we are using some formulas such as converted power and air gap power. We also use the previous calculation to get the values that we need. So this is the formula that we use. So to plot the power speed characteristic graph, we must have slip values from 0 to 1, mechanical speed, induced torque, air gap power, and converted power. From the Microsoft Excel, we insert the formula in each column. Mechanical speed, we use this formula to get the values needed. From this table, we know that the maximum values for induced torque is 297.73 Nm. Figure 3.4 shown the values of mechanical speed and converted power from Microsoft Excel software. From the table, we plot the power speed characteristic graph and we get the graph is like this. Based on the curve shown in the graph of figure 3.5, the value of converted power is 0 watt at the beginning and the motor speed is 0 rpm. Then it steadily increased until it reached the maximum output power at 860 rpm when the power become highest, which is 26.813 kilowatt, and it dropped gradually until become 0 as the motor reached the maximum speed. For the total efficiency, for mechanical loss, we use 1000 watt. For core loss power, we use 550 watt, and for our miscellaneous loss power, we use 0.2% of rate HP. Firstly, we have to convert the miscellaneous loss from percent of rate HP to watt. So since 1 HP equal to 746 watt, the miscellaneous power is 29.84 watt. Besides the total efficiency formula, we also use the P-in formula and P-out formula. To get the total efficiency values of each slip, we have to create the table in the Microsoft Excel. So in the table, the value needed is slip, mechanical speed, induced torque, air gap power, and converted power that we already calculate. We can get the input power and output power, and then we divide the output power and input power to get the total efficiency of each slip.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anis binti Abdul Hayu and my metric number is CE190059. So now I'm going to make a little bit of summary from our project assignment. From what we do as in a team, which is 4 members in one team, and we have gained a lot of knowledge and skills from what we have learned in the lecture sessions. We discussed and studying about this task when we were assigned to complete this project. Basically, the discussion was all about the theoreticals. So basically, like I just said, all our discussion was done in a group, in WhatsApp group, and also in a Google Meet. We're gonna do a Google Meet session to talk and to help each other. If any of the group members have a problem, example, they have a problem with the manual calculation, then we're gonna help each other. So we're also studying about the torque speed, power speed, and when we were studying about that, actually we have studied in the lecture session, but while we're doing this project, we have gained a lot, more than that. Like, we figured it out how to do the Microsoft. We also know that an induction motor generates torque by supplying the current to the rotor that is proportional to the rotor differential speed and the stator rotating magnetic field. From this project, we also be able to find the value of the induced torque, converted power, the input and the output power, and the total efficiency, and mechanical speed of every slip. So we got that value from manual calculations, and we also get that value from the so basically all of us have to learn how to find the value in the Microsoft Excel. And from this project, we can say that using an Excel is much more easier to find the accurate value than the manual calculations. So in conclusion, we be able to complete this project and complete the calculation with manuals and also with Microsoft Excel. Thank you. That's all from us.